Cook Political Report moves Ohio's governor race from leans Republican to toss up. Oh, really? In Ohio, where a Democrat hasn't won an election for governor in 20 years, Republican Vivek Ramaswamy and Democrat Amy Acton could be in for a race. Hello, and welcome to our summertime special Ohio Election Watch Edition 2026. Ohio has been a massive political proving ground and the birthplace of 8 U.S. presidents, often serving as a barometer for the nation's political pulse. Historically, no Republican has ever won the U.S. presidency without also winning the state of Ohio. Ohio has long served as a crucial bellwether state, and every time a Republican candidate has lost Ohio, they have lost the general election. Ohio has a Republican trifecta. This means the Republican Party currently holds the governorship and controls both chambers of the state legislature. Recall, wealthy biotech entrepreneur and former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy won the Ohio Republican primary for governor. It was on President Trump's inauguration day. Ramaswamy announced he was leaving the president's Department of Government Efficiency. That same evening, Trump threw his support behind Ramaswamy with what he called his complete and total endorsement. Democrat Dr. Amy Acton faces Ramaswamy in the general election. Both candidates born in Ohio, Vivek and his wife went to Yale, Dr. Acton a graduate of the Ohio State. In what is widely considered red Ohio, where a Democrat hasn't been elected governor in 20 years, the race now looks competitive, according to Cook's report. But does it? How'd this happen? Dr. Acton's campaign has focused on the high cost of living, an issue that has left voters disgruntled with Republicans. She's called for child tax credits, reducing prescription drug costs, lowering utility costs, and helping Ohioans stay on Medicaid. When Ramaswamy launched his campaign in February last year, he said he wanted to see property taxes eliminated. He's backed off that proposal and now talks about instituting the largest rollback of property taxes in the history of Ohio. He's also raised fears with a proposal to consolidate or close public universities in the state. It doesn't help that Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine's approval rating sits at roughly 26% approval against a 45% disapproval rating, according to an Emerson College polling survey of registered Ohio voters. DeWine has faced intense scrutiny and political pressure regarding his ties to the massive $60 million First Energy House Bill 6 bribery scandal. While DeWine is not criminally charged and denied wrongdoing, released text messages revealed he solicited campaign contributions from First Energy executives, which led to significant donations to dark money groups. Vivek has made an aggressive statewide build-out of AI data centers and Bitcoin mining operations central to his campaign. He envisions the Ohio River Valley as the next Silicon Valley. DeWine also signed HB 6 into law and appointed Sam Randazzo, a former First Energy consultant, to chair the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio. Cozy. Democratic Ohio gubernatorial candidate Amy Acton advocates for reining in tax incentives for data centers and establishing strict regulatory guardrails to protect utility customers and the environment. Like many other states, Ohio is being forced to crack down on Medicaid fraud with a significant increase in enforcement and legislation aimed at home health and behavioral health providers. For example, a Central Ohio couple was indicted for a $9.3 million fraud scheme involving their mental health clinic. Bill Collier and Andy Wilson faced questions from lawmakers about the Medicaid fraud unit's use of certain financial analysis software produced by Valid8. In 7 years, they've recovered about $24 million. Well, that is good. Days following the end of the Ohio General Assembly, Mike DeWine issued a veto on Ohio's version of the SAVE Act, which would have required photo identification for absentee ballots. All burden for so little benefit, he called it. Back to the election, Vivek Ramaswamy has said he would universally deport undocumented immigrants and use the military to stop mass migration to the southern border. On Christmas, Vivek on X posted about immigrants and H-1B visas, stating our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long. These items may be why he's down in the polls. In 2023, immigrants earned $27.3 billion in income and paid $7.3 billion in taxes, leaving $20 billion in spending power that supports local businesses. Democrat Acton has criticized his support of the H-1B visa program, arguing that policies should prioritize local Ohio workers over importing foreign white-collar labor. Sounds like a Republican, huh? Dr. Acton served in Republican Governor Mike DeWine's administration and was a member of his Republican cabinet. Governor Mike DeWine called her a hero. Her campaign website says Vivek made $2 billion from the COVID vaccine. Meanwhile, Ramaswamy's campaign began running ads accusing Acton of closing schools and shutting down the state during the pandemic. A June AARP poll showed Ohio voters age 50 and older are poised to play a decisive role in the 2026 election. More than 8 in 10 voters 50 plus say they are extremely motivated to vote. I don't mind Republicans and conservatives across the state having an important sense of urgency about this election, because we all should. In the end, the government we elect is the government we deserve. In the poll for the governor's race, among voters age 50 plus, Vivek leads Democrat Amy, 51% to 41%, with 8% undecided. U.S. Senate race tilts in the same direction too. The overall turnout rate of eligible voters in Ohio in the 2024 presidential general election was 65.4%. From 2002 to 2024, the average voter turnout rate in Ohio was 55.6%, well above the national average. Good job, Buckeyes. I'll mention that PollsMax has Vivek at 73.1% odds and Acton at 26.9%. You can see that at pollsmax.com. I hope you enjoyed our second election special. We will see you Friday for our next edition of 3 and 3, a Heartland Journal production. If you like what you hear, please subscribe at heartlandjournal.com and our Substack. 3 and 3, all audio, transcripts, artwork, and show materials are copyright Heartland Journal LLC. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or use is prohibited. Podcast content is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are those of the guests and do not necessarily reflect those of Heartland Journal.